The African Union and All Africa Music Awards, Afrima, have convened in Addis Ababa at the AU headquarters 2 years after the last awards ceremony in Dakar, Senegal. Delegates from across the music world, including Stonebwoy from Ghana, Eddie Kenzo from Uganda, Nikita from Kenya, and others, joined the music conference conversation around using music and culture as a catalyst for change. Oh, I'm now being joined by our correspondent, Abidemi Dairo, who is on ground at the AU headquarters in Addis Ababa. Hello, Abidemi. Tell us what is going on at the AU headquarters where you are.
Hello and thank you. And the event today at the African Union headquarters is a box of activities, and it started with two music conferences here. Right here, we had panelists sitting right behind me here and having conversations around the way forward for music in Africa. And the conversation discussed revenue, funding, generation for funding strategies, monetization, and cross-border collaboration. And all of this is important because they've recognized that the power of music to shape global narrative and scale growth in Africa. Of course, this later cascaded into the impact of streaming and AI on music in Africa.
Now, what are some of the issues identified around these subjects?
Well, some of the issues that were identified today by the panelists, which of course consisted of some of the biggest names in music in Africa, people like Stonebwoy, Eddie Kenzo, Nikita. Some of the issues that were raised included adequate legal and managerial representation for emerging artists, standardization of copyright laws across Africa, and the creation of a transparent royalties system. And perhaps one of the most important is where the African alternatives to some of the big tech infrastructures in music, infrastructures like Spotify, TikTok, and all of these big tech companies. Where is the African alternative? Most of these infrastructures are owned by non-Africans. So what is Africa? When is Africa going to be distributing music by Africans? So this conversation is there because a lot of the revenue generated by some of these global artists don't eventually trickle down to Africa. Most of it stay back in the climb where they are generated.
And is Afrima going to host an award ceremony this year?
Yes, finally, the 25th edition of the Afrimas is going to be hosted in Lagos, and it's going to be between the 25th of November to the 30th of November. Of course, there is going to be a call for nomination, and the portal is going to be active from the 20th of May. After which there's going to be an announcement for nominations, and then there's also going to be the Road to Afrima tour, which is going to be across various cities in Africa. And also this time around there's going to be activities in London in the UK, and there's going to be in Paris in France as well. So yes, Afrima 2025 is going to be in Lagos, and let's keep our fingers crossed and to host it again for the 7th time. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Abidemi Dairo, our correspondent there in Addis Ababa.